Taxi! Taxi! Damn it, Tabby. Next time, pay attention!
Taxi! Oh, taxi!
Hey, that's my cab.
Hey, taxi! The rudeness of that driver.
You want to know about Rue?
I have an urgent appointment with my agent.
Hey, I have appointments too.
I must ring my agent. Battery dead, and I'm approaching. Do you have a mobile phone I may borrow? No service?
I guess I forgot to pay the bill. You don't recognize me, do you? We went out for drinks after an audition a few weeks ago.
I go on so many auditions.
It was for an extra
So many auditions.
on some new cop show.
Yes, now I recall. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance once again.
I barely recognize you in this light.
Daylight can be harsh.
You didn't return my phone calls.
I received many calls.
I called many times.
I'm quite the busy bee.
I thought we had a good time together.
Always buzzing about.
I don't get it.
Buzzing about.
I mean, didn't we have a nice time together?
You must know, I thought you were a bit misrepresentative of yourself.
Well, I just wanted to make an impression.
I should have known you weren't the executive producer.
Hey, I didn't exactly say executive producer.
Assistant to the associate to the executive or something. It made my head spin.
I've been known to do that to women.
You said something to make me think you were somebody.
Hey, I am somebody. And I'm going to be somebody big. In this business, I'm going to be a big somebody.
And they're advertising for big somebodies in backstage.
None of this stuff is suitable to my talents.
And what, dare I ask, are they?
The leading man type. Something big and heroic.
If you want it to be big and heroic, you hail a cab. I don't like to keep my agent waiting.
That's a nice watch.
It's a gift from an admirer.
You know, it's got the wrong time. I guess your admirer didn't have much admiration.
Now I'm really for my agent. I'm glad you find this amusing.
Hey, this boy wouldn't have given you a broken watch.
Opportunity lost. Discarded. I'll go my grief to the grave.
So you had another audition?
Yes, another audition.
Good for you.
My agent sent me on another audition.
What was it for?
My audition?
Yeah, was it movie or TV or...
I prefer to keep my professional pursuits private.
Hey, I'm just trying to make a little friendly conversation here.
I choose not to converse concerning my career.
Suit yourself.
Actress must be discreet in discussing her endeavors.
Hey, whatever.
Must you be so inquisitive?
You didn't have an audition.
I most certainly did have an audition.
You're lying.
How dare you accusing me of fibbing?
Then what was it for?
It was for a career-making role.
Career making.
Yes, career-making. One that will show the world the beauty I have to offer.
Did you have to take your clothes off?
I beg your pardon.
Did you have to take your clothes off?
I deem your inquiry utterly impudent.
Does the part include any nakedness?
I'm a lady. I don't audition for parts that require nudity. That is not the kind of part I desire.
You said you'd offer the world your beauty.
I meant my inner beauty. Maybe inner beauty is a concept you fail to grasp. But those for whom I auditioned saw my inner beauty. And for that, they called my agent.
Hey! Too bad your inner beauty can't get a cab. So what did you do? An improv? Did you have to be a flower or a kitten or something like that?
I read a scene, a classic scene.
Like Shakespeare?
Close. Williams. Is Tennessee Williams? A Streetcar Named Desire?
A Streetcar Named Desire? I read that in high school, for God's sakes.
As did many more enlightened individuals.
Acted in it, too.
I portrayed Miss Blanche in high school, and I suppose you portrayed Mr. Kowalski.
I was one of the poker players.
One of the poker players? There's nothing big and heroic about that.
Yeah, well, it just so happens I also played the death of a salesman.
Miller, Mr. Arthur Miller. As who? The waiter?
I was Biff.
Biff Loman?
Yes, Biff Loman.
Biff Loman, youthful potential gone awry.
But I've moved on. I don't bother with those high school type parts anymore.
So when are you got past high school?
Hey, I'm going for the big time. So, what is this career-making part?
As I said, I prefer to keep my professional pursuits private.
Ah, you're dying to spill your guts.
My guts are not for spilling.
And don't spill it. I don't mean to get all into your business and stuff.
Thank you for acknowledging my privacy.
It's just that we actors have to show support for one another.
We actors?
It can get rough out there.
We actors? I would hardly put you in the same category as myself.
Oh, is that so?
I was trained at a prestigious acting academy. What training embellishes your resume?
Training is for dogs.
I'll take that to mean none.
Your acting academy stuff doesn't impress anybody.
In the world of theater, it does.
In this business, it's not what you know, but who you know. And you have to be liked.
In the world of theater, I am quite liked.
And why are you wasting your time with theater?
I beg your pardon. Is theater not the pinnacle of this profession?
Theater is a waste of time for any actor who wants to be a success. It's long hours, little money, and hardly anybody sees you. How are you going to get to know people and be liked if no people see you? Movies and TV, that's where all the action is.
If that's the action you desire.
I'm going out west. I'm going to Hollywood and make an impression. You watch. You'll hear about me. Any day now, I'm going to head out west and make an impression.
Impression, illusion.
Your problem is you don't have a grasp of reality.
I live in the realm of reality, not illusion.
Some reality happens to be you're not the only one in this conversation who had an audition. I happen to be on my way back to a callback.
A callback?
Yes, a callback.
And I suppose you insist that I hear about this callback?
No,
Well, if you insist, you may tell me.
I prefer to keep my professional pursuits private.
Right, that's fair. I chose not to divulge my audition, and I certainly can't expect you to divulge yours.
And so I won't.
Then don't.
It's no big deal anyway. It's nothing that would impress you. Graduate of an acting academy and all.
Well, it may not be something I'd consider a big deal for myself, but if it's a big deal for you, I'd be honored to hear about it.
It's not exactly the hero type role I'm going to be playing in the future, but it'll get my foot in the door, so to speak.
What television program? Not that god-awful police drama, I hope.
I didn't exactly audition for a TV show.
A film. Maybe an independent film. Some of theater's most prestigious actresses do independent films.
It's not exactly a film either.
And then what? From your prior comments, certainly it cannot be the theater.
You're not going to laugh, right?
No.
Promise?
Promise.
I auditioned for a commercial.
A commercial?
Yes, a commercial.
A commercial for what, may I ask?
Dog food. Yes, dog food. What's the matter? That's not highbrow enough for you?
Did you hear a word derision pass these lips?
No, not yet anyway.
Continue.
All right, so anyway, this commercial is for dog food. I play this lonely single guy who can't figure out why his dog doesn't love him. He falls asleep and has this dream in which his dog tells him that he's feeding him the wrong dog food and that he should be feeding her Doggy Delight or whatever the hell this stuff is called. And the weird thing is, in the dream, the dog is played by a woman. And I think after he gives her the right dog food, it's supposed to get a little kinky.
Dog food.
Yes, dog food. It was for dog food. Go on and laugh.
Oh, I'm not laughing.
No, worse, you're feeling sorry for me.
I don't feel sorry for you.
poor fellow thinks dog food commercial is a step up. There's a funny story you can tell your acting academy friends over brunch. Maybe it's not leading man role, but I'm going to go in and make an impression.
I'm sure you will.
Then what's that look of pity on your face?
My audition.
Here I am spilling my guts about my audition, and all you can think about is yours.
My audition.
Typical prima donna.
My audition. My audition.
What about your audition?
It was for the dog.
The dog?
Yes, the dog.
That's your career-making role?
A dog. They asked that I play a dog.
Hey, at least I got to audition for a person.
Me, an actress trained in the classics. Ooh.
You want to hear how I'm going to audition at the callback?
Not especially.
All right, let me hear how you audition.
And disgrace myself again.
You really read from a streetcar named Desire?
It's part of my repertoire.
And that's all they want.
No. They asked I would get a dog, and I chose to portray a poodle. At least there's some dignity in that canine, but it's humiliating.
So, let me hear how you audition.
Here on the street, people will pass by and see. They might think I'm deranged.
Who cares what they think?
Well, if you insist. This is the scene in which Blanche tells Mitch the tragedy of her young husband, Alan.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Not Blanche, the pooch.
You want me to imitate my dog?
You did it for the audition.
Under great emotional duress.
Oh, come on, let's see the pooch.
Out of the question!
Oh, come on. Rob?
Stop that! Very loud. As your team seem determined to remove me anyway.
It's the sorriest lame-ass poodle I've ever seen.
I betrayed that poodle from the heart.
So hard of what?
My betrayal received heartfelt praise from the director.
Oliver said something nice to you?
Mr. Oliver. The director's name is Mr. Oliver. But he asked to call him Bill.
Oliver let you call him Bill?
He insisted.
Really?
Yes. I would call him William, but he said that was too formal, and Billy, well, it's just a bit too familiar, you know what I mean.
So you got kind of friendly with Oliver?
Bill was quite captivated by my charms, worn and faded as they may be.
So, maybe you could put in a good word for me?
After you derided my poodle,
Oh.
deliberately and cruelly derided my poodle.
Oh, come on, I was just kidding you. It's just that I think you're too attractive to be believable as a dog.
Attractive. Really think so?
I mean, I took you out for drinks, didn't I? You may find this hard to believe, but I can have any babe I want.
Together rather well, considering I'm a bit beyond 30.
Play him up sometimes.
I've held together rather well.
So, what do you say about putting on a good word for me?
I suppose I could put in a good word, as you phrase it, if the opportunity arises. Bill did call you back. He must have seen something.
Oliver himself didn't exactly call me back.
The one of his entourage?
Not exactly.
You said...
But I made a good impression. I could tell they were very impressed.
But no invitation to a callback was offered?
Not exactly.
Your good impression is but an illusion.
But when Oliver sees that I've taken the initiative and that I'm the best guy for the part, he will have to give it to me.
Impression, illusion...
Hey, you have got to be liked. And I'm liked.
You delusional thespian. You don't have a callback.
Of course I do. Maybe not officially, but I practically do. see me feeling sorry for myself?
I don't see a sense of self.
Hey, I can make things happen. I can make this happen. I'll walk in and knock them dead.
And if you don't knock them dead,
I will. And if I don't get this part, so what? There are plenty of other parts out there.
for the desperate and untalented, so it seems.
For those who take the initiative and make an impression.
For an actress treating and reading, starving to hunger.
Hey, that's it!
So I prostitute myself as a poodle.
He stopped. I'm on my way.
A gentleman would relinquish the cab to a lady.
Oh, there'll be another cab.
My agent, no doubt, has other engagements. I suppose it is of no concern to you.
Hey, don't you dramatic types like to be fashionably late?
My days of being fashionably late are passing by.
I'm coming. What's that address? 1949 Broadway.
Is that Bill's pen?
Oliver's pen? I don't know, maybe.
He was searching for it during an audition.
Have Oliver's pen?
Accused an assistant of absconding with it.
I took Oliver's pen?
Almost fired him on the spot.
I stole Oliver's pen?
You ought to return it upon arrival with the sincerest of apologies.
What was I thinking? What am I thinking? Why am I making a begging fool of myself? What a ridiculous lie this whole audition has been. Everything has been. What an illusion.
Yes, illusion, impression, illusion. That's all we have in this world.
Leading man type, something big and heroic. I'm a dime a dozen.
I believe your driver's waiting.
You and I, we're a dime a dozen.
Why? I'm afraid I don't understand.
You go, take the cab, break a leg